Well, I'm sorry for that so long intro, guys. And we are live. Welcome, Sir Nezel. I'm sorry. Can I call you sir?
You
Oh,
can call me. You can call me Winnie.
all right.
Or
So, all right. Welcome to our live Nettle and Draconian era. So we're supposed to have Tarish here as my co-host, but I think he's kind of stuck again in the
okay.
room. So yeah, we have 7 million viewers at the moment, but we're just gonna have them join. We will have time to we give them time to join because earlier, the
What's up,
strike.
Harley?
Hey, you're there. Hey, is that? I thought it's Darish. Darish, is that you? Give me a sec. Oh, is it Darish? Give me a sec. It's on.
Hello.
Hey, Tarish. I'm sorry. Oh, he's on Telegram, guys. Can you hear him?
Oh, God,
Lol.
Graham.
No.
And you guys aren't? Why is that?
We are on Restream, but I can try to share screen so that it can.
Um,
Yes.
I have enough. I have enough data here. I'll just switch over. It's no
All
big
right
deal.
then. All right. Come and join us then. All right. Well, sorry about that, but that's Tarish. Uh, I was trying to loop Telegram to the Restream, so this is part of the experiment so that we can have more people as well and we can be streaming on different places. So, wow, the audience is starting to follow up and we have 50 people in here. And like this show is all about knowing the founder of Acid Base. And we will also have some information about what he is building. All right, so we're not gonna wait any more time. Nettle, please introduce yourself and just a little bit of what you're building. Don't you know?
No, no,
Don't
no, not the full episode. Don't
yes.
worry.
All
So,
right.
guys, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. So here it's 1 a.m. So my name is Nidal. I'm a medical doctor by profession. I just moved back to Israel after almost 15 years in Germany, where I studied medicine, practiced medicine, founded two startups, done many crazy things. And we have been building this product project now for almost 6 months. So this is all about me.
Yes, it's all about you because people support people or person, and whenever they resonate with you, they will be supporting you hardcore. I mean, it's not about a project anymore. It's they're gonna support you if they you know if they feel the connection with you. So
Yeah,
kind of want to
yeah.
present you because we connected, even though I'm your second choice. But yeah, I know that you are able to connect.
No, we had a really good connection initially. Then we had like a break. Then we came back
Mm,
distant to be together. It was a really good connection. So I hope
yeah.
we can connect with the audience this evening as well and give them much information as possible, give them the true us, the true me, and what led us to attempt building this product or this solution.
Yes, thank you so much. And it's so nice that you also agree with what I said. Like it's about you today. So just a little bit of SB because people are now tired of shills.
Okay.
So it's all about you.
So
So Terry, I'm sorry. Yes, I also introduced my co-host for today, Tarish Rash. Welcome, Tarish.
Hey everybody, nice to meet you, Nadal. What's up, Draco? It's nice seeing you up here.
What's up, man? Came to support. You left her hanging, man.
I see how it is. So you're my what? My replacement, my runner up.
Oh my god, I never think of that, but kinda, yeah. I mean, no, there's nothing like that. No one can replace you, Taris. I mean, Jack says, "Hey,
It was only a joke.
I know." Yeah. So we're going to interview you here today, Nettle, and I need you to ask the hard questions, and I'll be asking the fun ones. So, my first question, Nettle, will be: what's the inspiration behind acid base? Why did
Okay.
you? Mhm.
Yeah, let me be honest. I mean, acid base is a completely different project. Was very related to this one, but we have pivoted or changed, simplified the concept completely during the last half years. So the initial inspiration came from, everyone wants to build a digital clone. Okay. I mean, it's in the movies, it's in the books, it's everywhere. But basically, what the trigger that, led me to say, okay, I'm building this was my experience or the need to clone of myself. And also, I had a very personal and deep encounter with a friend of mine who story about him needing to talk to his, mother, which has lost like a year ago, and he still writes WhatsApp messages to her. So the combination of both of those made me beginning of this and the potential end of this, and this triggered building this.
Oh my god, I'm mute. I'm sorry. There's puppies there. So Taris, do you have
Okay.
a follow up question about that? It's all about
It,
digital.
it it's an interesting idea to have a digital persona of yourself. But what happened?
Yeah.
A lot of people are concerned around their information being out there on the web when it comes to their voice, their likeness, their visual cues to how they talk, how they act, how they move. Like, how do you guys protect that?
So I mean, we have few or some techniques to protect that, but I mean, let's step one step back, okay? I mean, there is one piece of information you don't know about acid base, which is quite interesting. We have, spent a lot of time thinking about the way we should start this, okay? And what we do right now, we use your already available information on your social media profile, say TikTok, say Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then we build the initial data set, okay, which we use for training, okay? So it's already, public, okay? I mean, this is the first point. The second point, which I want to address, is the fact that, um, I mean, acid base is an attempt to build on those foundations. So, I mean, after creating this initial you, it's in your hand to keep or just make it stop here. It's like a Tamagotchi. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, we're still not at the stage to protect this information because it's already public. And I mean, it's in your hands. Decide if you want to improve by providing extra information, chats, and also human in the loop by editing answers.
That's pretty cool. So it's all publicly sourced information, but it's all in one central place. So wouldn't like the onus be on you to protect that information that you control, that you have, even though it's a public and readily available information? Like if somebody had managed to get into your database for all the data points for say me, and then they were able to hack into my bank account based on that through either social engineering or going through the going through the phone system to complain and say that I lost my password or I lost my email, and it sounds like me. It has my information, my birth date, all that other stuff that most people would have to usually troll through, like scrape through to get. It would be all be in one central location. So that's my question. Like, how is it protected on your servers?
Yeah, I mean, for now, we store the information in our vector databases, but we are not planning to store the information in the future. We're just collecting all the transcriptions and all the information. We're training the model, we deploy it. I mean, you have the model and what's inside, okay, which is already public. The second point, we are still not dealing with this as we want right now to build the product itself. But of course, we have good engineers who can encrypt this information, use state art techniques to secure all of these endpoints and data. But this will be our focus in the future.
That's great. So these are the fun questions.
Okay.
If Acid Base is a superhero, what powers would it have and which villain would it take down?
Okay. So if it were a hero, it would be empathic superhero, like somebody who feels understands you. Which villain? I'm not sure, Harley. I mean, can you suggest someone? I'm not that into comic stuff, to be honest.
Villain, let's say hypothetically, the villain would be stress. So you'd be less stressful. That,
I mean, it's more time for sure. Okay, it's
yeah.
fun. I mean, think about it. Your digital clone will have conversations all day long, also when you're sleeping, and then you can go online and see who talked to you about what, and read this information. It's like reading what your digital other self would do or would say, and this is cool. And you would say to yourself, "I would not say that." I mean, it's definitely time and more fun. So
So let's say, for example, you see your 16 years old self. Would you say that you will be building this product? I mean, your I'm losing it. Like in your younger age, would you imagine
okay.
that you'd be building something this big? Because if this is big,
I mean, this is still not big, but when I was 16, I was only concerned to impress my female classmates. So,
did you impress them?
eh, partly.
All right.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. So it can be big, but we need a lot of people will try to build this. But to be honest, I think our approach is cool because we're giving people who are already conditioned to give a lot of information for free, influencers, micro influencers, social media people. We're giving them another tool to be on or to be there. So imagine like all those guys like cooks, recipe people, gamers, etc., etc. Talking about their content nonstop. I mean, this is a cool thing. Also, business-wise.
Oh, so we're like in the business perspective, it's gonna be like an income stream or unlimited income stream for them. So let's ask Drag. Drag, do you have questions for Nidal as well?
I wanted to see um, basically what security would you guys deploy in regards to understanding that the fact that the data that has been collected, what would be your security measures that you would take?
Uh, so we discussed many options, MJ. So I mean, I don't want to talk that much, but we are discussing very different methods of encryption and also advanced methods of encryption. But for now, to solve this problem, we're just destroying the data. We're not doing it because we can get it again. What we're doing right now, is just to go to your social media profiles, to your presence, and just create the data set, train the model, and then we just destroy this data. So I mean, we discussed few solutions, but we're still not 100% on how to safeguard this information. But I would not be worried because, I mean, I will definitely say that Facebook has much, much, much more information about, or Telegram, whatever, about each and every one of us, and they're doing a good job so far, partly, but mostly yes.
Well, once again, they are part of the government entity, so technically, even if they don't, they can get away with it. But it's the normal guy like you who get caught in the trap and crucified. So, kind of that's the reason why I wanted to ask, because the normal guy always gets caught in a situation like this. So security does kind of matter a lot in that sequence. So encryption based. Now, now, are you guys going to program it in your own language, a new encryption based, or are you going to use an existing standard for encryption?
No, we discussed SHA 512. We discussed few already existing encryption techniques, but we still not 100% on which one to use. But this
I
is
see.
we have few candidates.
If you can. Okay. So how far am I allowed to continue interrogating?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Jack.
Sure, sure, go ahead.
So what's the current status of development in the progress of this whole thing at the moment?
So the complete end-to-end API is done. We're moving to front-end UI, so we can just test the flow, because what we found out that some we want to introduce an initial conversation with somebody who wants to get to know you, to fill the gaps in your persona. Okay, so I mean, we're building the user interface to make it easier for us while development, and also for alpha testers. So the complete thing is done as an API, but we're creating the UI now.
And what's the, let's just say, I believe you mentioned before, but I just want to confirm, what would be your best case scenarios to utilize this tech for? And how would you expand it? Would you expand towards something like, let's just say, you got a psychiatrist and she decided to give you all that data in her head and be able to develop a model to be able to communicate with patients with the needs of comfort or something like that, or maybe go towards a different customer service side. So what would be the different paths you're using to utilize this tech?
Yeah, I mean, okay, this is the point. Asset base is intended to be a collection of real existing people. So it's a little bit different from, the psychiatrist chatbot or the medical doctor chatbot or the
Hmm.
digital marketeer chatbot. It's you. I mean, what we are also implementing, and I haven't talked a lot about it, but we're building this. We're creating a digital imprint of your person. So if somebody else tries to build you again, then we will just let the other person know this person already exists. So it's like, it's not for professional use. It's if you're a psychiatrist and you talk about your content online, let's say on YouTube, and then you connect your YouTube channel with all its data and the stuff you're talking about, it will say basically the same stuff. And we're using RAG to real time augment this missing information if you upload new content. But I mean, it will not be meet your, I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with AI. I mean, they have the other side of this. They're like your superhero, Donald Trump, whatever. Okay, but we're like basing our stuff on real people, or at least digital real people.
Once again, so I should consider this more as your passion project in a sense, where you like to design this more, not like a IRL utility.
Excuse me.
So basically, what I want to say is, so should I consider Asset Base as more like a passion project that you're building on, working on, to create something instead of having an IRL utility for it, for the people to be able to utilize, business structure wise or not.
I mean, it's intended to be a business, to be honest. But I mean, I build things. I'm used to build things and grow things big and so on. So I mean, we started doing this and we're creating this. So is it my passion? Yeah, I'm passionate about it. I think it's a really cool thing. And once we saw the first improved results, I was very excited, to be honest, to see a YouTuber talking to me or talking to us in high accuracy and in human like conversation style. This is cool. Believe me.
So
Uh,
yeah,
can I hop in there?
yeah, go ahead,
Um,
Paris.
so I think what he's saying is what's your target audience? Like are you intending like business to business, business to consumer? What like kind of target market for the consumer base if you're looking for consumers? Like where do you envision this being utilized the most in day to day application?
I mean, Tarish, I really don't know. I mean, an alpha is always an alpha. An alpha, I mean, the first iteration of every product, people will come and use it in different ways. I mean, take a look at Bitcoin. And at some point, you get all this feedback and the way people use it. Some people might use it to sell more, okay? They will post their link on their Instagram and say, talk to my digital clone, and then sell people courses. This is also a use case. Other people will create their deceased brother or sister or mother or whatever, and they will talk to her or him, right? I mean, I don't know, okay, to be honest. We're just opening this as in we will ask people to give us data or to let us interview them, but I'm not sure which path this will take.
So what I understood was if the digital footprint is already made, someone cannot duplicate it. So
This is a feature, Harley. I mean, this is a feature. We're not sure if we want to activate this, yes or no, but I mean, we're thinking about activating this because this is part of our initial vision to wrap each persona as an NFT and make it as an asset which can be passed to other people. You can sell your persona or purchase another persona. I mean, this was, I mean, one of the initial features we built or we had. So
I'm gonna buy Tyrus. I'm gonna buy Tyrus, and I'm gonna farm his ideas.
You can't afford me. Come on now. No.
Wow.
he will be at least 500 Ethereums worth.
Oh my god, that's gonna be
I appreciate that valuation.
Okay.
uh, so
so how
it,
much
it
are these
seems like it's a
Tyrus?
really it seems like a really cool project. It seems like you're really passionate about it and you're very happy to be building it. I definitely would like to see more along the lines of like a direction in the future. And if you're planning on like tokenizing or doing like a token generation event or anything like that, I'm sure anybody looking to get into it would be interested in hearing more about that in the future as well. So
Mhm.
that's kind of why I'm asking about it, because anybody who's going to be looking to buy into either a token or the NFTs themselves is definitely going to want to know more about what you envision and what the team envisions for the future.
Yes. Everybody wants
Yeah.
to know what's the future, but I don't want to know. It's scary. What if you know that you're not gonna make it? Yeah, right. Tyrus, would you want to know the future?
Well, I mean, if I knew that I only had 2 years left to live or something, I would definitely party a lot harder than I'm partying now.
Yeah, you will take my advice to get out there and just go home and set up your truck.
Oh
Go.
yeah, I just let everything go and I go have fun. Screw it, But like that's the thing. We don't know when we're gonna kick it. So I mean, it would be interesting to have the potential to leave like my thoughts and my personality and my like my way of thinking behind for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, Tyrus, imagine you're talking to yourself and you kind of don't know what to do because you're confused. And then you ask your clone, would it be like more decisive, or he's just gonna be confused as you? You know, that's
Well, no,
crazy.
he would probably give me the advice I would give to somebody else, which
More
usually my
decisive.
advice is pretty solid. In my opinion, my advice to other people is usually very good. I have a hard time accepting my own advice. So if I had AI me telling me, "Hey, stop being an idiot and go do what you need to do," I would probably be inclined to listen because
That's you.
yeah.
That's probably I'm gonna do because that's you. So there's a lot of things that could potentially change, especially when you're talking to yourself. It's like, yeah, I'm talking to myself sometimes. No, most of the times. But imagine if yourself talk back.
I
Okay,
talk
I
back
mean,
to
this is
myself
a.
sometimes. Come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, yeah, I mean, actually, mental disorder when to themselves and
Oh my
reply.
god, I have a disorder again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Again.
pretty sure.
What
I'm
my
pretty sure there is some definition of this kind of disorder in the internet catalog.
Well, yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about medical doctor, so his comment is valid.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I have disorder, but who doesn't have one? Hmm?
I mean, everyone
Nowadays,
has a
that's kind of true.
neurosis. Everyone has a okay. I mean, this is something we might have tracked how to engineer a neurosis, like maybe change the temperature. Familiar with this term? Temperature of the persona. So change the temperature in some random, intervals to act weird at some point.
Terry's act weird. I
No,
wanna have.
I mean, Tarish, do you get what I mean? I mean, give the person random some kind of disorders as well. So to behave more human. Like say today talk to your persona and tells you I will not talk to you today. Go
Well,
away.
have my clone, you know, doesn't know all English words. Make it like the second language. Maybe that's the program that it needs because it will understand that okay, so it should be like someone who can perfectly speak English because it's their second language. I mean, these things, AA things, these prompts are there are ways that you can, work around it and yeah.
I
My
mean,
question I have another question.
yeah.
Hang on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm interested to know in your younger age, how many girlfriends did you have?
Not so many.
That's it.
I started having many after being heartbroken at 21 years old.
He's lying. We need his AI clone to speak to him. He's lying. He's a doctor. He's lying.
He's lying. We need his clone. Oh my god, his
Yeah.
clone should be here. I mean,
But
would
I
it
mean, my clone will tell you the truth because I will definitely give my clone access to my messages and tell you around 2,370.
you know what's funny? They will give their access to their clone, but not to the
I think a lot of people will do actually give access to their messaging because they will be intrigued to see how full come with their private messages. I mean,
it's
do you
very
agree with me? I mean, not day one for sure, but
mm.
after 1 week, let's see what what will happen.
So Taris,
Uh oh. What?
how many girlfriends did you have?
Oh, shit. Technically three. That's it.
Technically,
Technically,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
does that even
I
mean?
mean, because I had those like little things where you flirt with somebody online and you're kind of like getting close and stuff, but it was never really like a girlfriend thing, like it was more flirting and fun. Um, I had a couple flings, but like long term, like longer than a couple weeks, like three only.
How about you, Jack? It's your turn, Jack. We're getting more personal.
Um, properly, probably two.
Properly, these boys. Oh my god, there's
Well,
technically
it's
there's
proper
We
relationship.
classify things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Men are
Harley,
simple. It's either yes
boys,
or a
boys
no.
don't track this. Boys don't track this kind
Yeah,
of
definitely no.
information.
okay. Go ahead, Jack.
I would say two proper relationships, but other than that was nothing more.
How many flings?
Oh, now she's
Um,
asking like the deep questions that we don't want to get out. Like that's the stuff that's like like kind of moving in questions and shit. Like
um,
Oh my god. So, what questions did you had before Taris when you're asking or they ask you to move in with them? Is there anything like that now?
well, I mean, yeah, usually you discuss stuff like that when you're moving in with each other.
So, how about you, Nettle? Is your
What?
do you have a wife right now?
Yeah,
Right
I'm
now?
married.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I mean, right now I'm married. I have a wife.
So, guys, I'm sorry. He's married. Stop it. So, yeah.
I'm married for 6 years now, almost.
Oh, I thought you're gonna be married for 6 years and then it will be expiring afterwards.
No,
No, no, no.
Is she also into web?
You know, I was, I mean, priesting people about not getting married. Then it happened. You know, in my student years, I mean, I was a constant club goer. So every evening I would just, finish my workout, just go to the club every night, every evening, Sunday, Monday, it doesn't matter. You know, I was telling people never get married, never commit, and then it happens. This is life.
It happens like he didn't want it.
Yeah. See,
Anyway,
my problem was I
mhm,
overcommitted 9 tenths of the time.
yeah.
But Tarish, I'm talking about, almost a cult of students who, followed this kind of guidelines. We're a pretty large group. I studied in near Stuttgart in Germany. I mean, it was like a student city, Tübingen. And then, we had like a cult, never commit, always tell them you're not their boyfriend, always tell, this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's so weird. And
Why?
now you're married, so it, nothing happened to that.
And people change their minds, right?
Yeah, at certain ages, we have different likes or we have different goals. Like you're turning 20, 30, 40, your goals changed. So yeah. And that's the question actually. Is your digital clone getting old as well? Like,
No,
would it be
not
stuck?
not not with the no, not with the current technology.
Oh, then that's the
I
problem.
mean, no, no, no. This is not a problem. This is solvable. But I mean, the thing
Yeah.
is, your digital clone now relies on your online data and what you
Mm,
tell him about yourself, which kind of data, or it can ask. I mean, if it, I mean, we still did not improve this, but I mean, we're not. I'm not sure we want to do this or how we want to do this. This is a point of thought.
yeah, because some, like I said, it's gonna be a different perspective. If
Yeah, I
they,
mean, we can create. We will not want to create a senile, digital clone which says good morning all day long. I mean, this is not the point. So, right?
so yeah. Well, let's move on to another question. How does your daily, um, how's your day looks like? Like, you go to the hospital or Like,
No, I manage. I don't work all days. I'm at a point where I have few businesses that are, self-efficient, and I go a few days just for being there at the hospital. I have a chain of medical clinics, and yeah, I go there, talk to people, and
do you go?
then I mean, yeah, I work on the afternoon. I have a list of tasks usually which I perform, and we'll go home with the kids, and then work out or whatever.
Work?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Thank you so much. And I forgot my question. Do you go to IRL events as well, like events for Web3 IRL, like Dubai?
Yeah, I have been. I mean, we have a special situation here right now, so I have not been traveling for the last few months, but yeah, usually yes.
I see. And what are the differences like for you when you attend an IRL, because you're a doctor and you attend as well, of course, events from your profession. So what's the distinct or what's the difference of those events for you? In your own experience.
I mean, I'm a social person, and I have been always a founder, and I communicate well with all kind of people. So I mean, I don't see any difference.
Mm,
The thing about medical doctors, which most people don't, or they know it, but we talk to a lot of people every day, like 20, 30, 40, 50, from all the social rainbow, let's call it. So I mean, we can adapt quickly. Me,
I see. So what's the thing that they don't know about you yet, like your talent maybe, or the people around you doesn't know yet that you can do it, like.
I'm very good with numbers, but people know this about me.
Mm. I remember the thing.
Listen, I'm a spiritual person. Okay, I spent some time in Thailand. I spent some time, very spiritual philosophy, this kind of stuff. So basically,
I see. So what's the next question? Taris, do you have any question, like uh not the not the tacky one, or just the regular, let's say regular questions for for a founder, or for Neto? Are you there, Taris?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm actually trying to think of a non-techie question. I usually end up with the very technical end of things, as Harley is more personality and community driven. So, um, when it comes to acid base, for one, why did you guys choose the name? And two, what? Okay, go ahead.
no, no, no. Go. What
I
was
was gonna
two?
say, what like, who are you? Did you start the project off on your own, or did you decide this with somebody? Like, what made acid base come to be?
No, I started this with one other guy. I mean, he works on a daily basis with the LLMs and AI. He works here nearby Google, and then at some point he got very busy with some family matters. So I continued this project. And regarding the name, when I started, playing with the idea, it was intended also, to we were just, I don't know, we're still or something. We're thinking about also sampling DNA to add another layer of health data. But so that's why we chose the name, because of acid base, the building parts of the DNA. So that's the meaning of the.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I mean, acid base. I mean, it's the Bausteine, it's the building blocks of every, everything, biological at least.
That's nice. So
Yeah,
yeah, here's
it's a nice
again.
name. I like it.
Because not everyone, well, I know that you're intelligent and you've kind of shown that to me, like, but yeah, I'm going to ask some personal questions, or some personality questions.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the color of money for you?
What do you mean? What's the color of man?
That's just the question.
I
Let's
mean,
try your wits.
huh? Huh?
Let's try your wits.
My what? Wit?
Yes.
Okay, the color of money. I mean, if money has a color, what would it be? You mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For you, what's the
Uh,
color of money?
I mean, a color like pink, black, and so on, or
Yes, color. Like, if you, it's kind of like, how do you see money? So what's the color of money to you?
hmm, how do I see money? I see money as a medium. I think I'm the kind of people who spends without thinking much because we usually earn good, and so we can allow ourselves a certain level of comfort. So I have never been concerned with money. At some phase of my life, yes, because I was a student. So but I worked and worked and worked. So I mean. Yeah, but I had, my poor phases as a student. So if this is the question,
I see. I mean, that's an awesome answer. Actually, it's like you don't actually focus on the color of money, and that's awesome. Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
So,
I believe money will be. I'm sure. I'm not. I don't believe. I think we will get rid of money at some point in the next 20 years, 30 years,
hmm, why do you
as
think?
it is right now. Yeah, because I saw this. I lived some time in Berlin, and in Berlin they have these small communities. I mean, have you guys heard about those? The communities where it's not like a kibbutz. It's like a small community where people just trade services and things, and they they offer services and wisdom and help for no money. I mean, everybody, and this is the future. I think at some point because AI will change this, so we will at some point a lot of people will not have work, so the governments will need to give us some kind of an incentive to wake up and do stuff, and at some point it will not be money, it will be something else. So I'm not sure what will it be. So yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you have any,
Yeah.
Drac and Taris? Do you have any other questions?
If I go, I'm gonna ask too many techie questions. So I'm gonna keep quiet.
Well, some fun ones, or do you have any like
Yeah, I
personality?
mean, I'm in hearing also take questions. We can also, talk privately later. I'm interested to know, I mean, your point of thought and to see which kind of stuff bothers you. That this is the stuff we do now. I mean, we need this kind of, feedback of people who are in this or know about this. So good to hear, take questions, but we can do it later if you want, or now, or whatever.
I'll definitely grill your head a little bit more. I like these kind of conversations, and more the techie it is, the more I understand, and I kind of build my bond also with that founder and their project of what they're building. So definitely be invested in it. Um,
Okay.
let's see. We'll talk something. Um, so you're based, I'm guessing, by the. Let's ask you how old are you, man? So I can ask my question according to
Come on,
that.
make a guess. Make a guess.
So I'm guessing you're in your 80. Not you're an 80s kid.
Okay. Good guess.
Good guess. All right,
Yeah.
so
What's his answer? I'm sorry.
No, he
80s.
guessed 80s, 80s. Atari, 80s, Nintendo.
80. So then I would ask you this: What was your favorite game on Atari? That's very important.
Man, I liked Rambo a lot. I liked also what did I play? This man, I played the duck also sometime. When I invited friends just to show them the gun effect.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good.
Do you know the duck game with the
Yes, I've
gun?
seen
Yeah, Duck
the
Okay,
Hunt.
movie Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt. And what did I liked Rambo because of and just me. I mean, there was
Battle
also
of
this
Tanks.
car. Huh? Which one?
Tank battle. Tank battle
Tank
was
battles. This is also awesome. I mean, this is cool. This is
one
also
of
a
the legends.
strategic game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of
but
the
I
legends in
mean,
'80s.
yeah, I like this one. Man, I mean, I had a trade point Terry games. People would just come and swap games.
And it
He's
became a gaming. Sorry, go ahead.
But I mean, how old are you, MJ?
I am 94.
I'm 10 years older than you.
Yeah,
What?
but the
Yeah.
tech came to Pakistan 15 years later.
Okay. I see.
The
Okay,
entire
cool.
world had the Atari in 1980s. We got the Atari in 1990s.
I mean, was it or was the reason?
It's just
Probably
the
expense.
expensive. It was very expensive, and the society cannot afford the American tech of that time, so it never got imported into the country.
Yeah, but I mean, 7 or 8 years later, these knockoffs came on the market. You remember? I mean, the not so real Ataris that get.
Yeah, they did, and
Yeah.
those started flooding, which made the value of the original one go lower. So that's why it then started getting imported massively during the 90s, 91, 92. That's when the Atari started
Okay.
flooding. Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, cool.
yeah.
So, thank
So
you so
yeah, I mean, that's how boys communicate. You see which game you liked? I mean, did you play one? Yes, no.
Well, that's the thing. If he played the battle tanks, that means I know he has a strategic mind to build the development of his project that he wants to go through. So now I can pierce him more later on.
No, you can definitely rely on me. Okay, I have the grits.
Yeah, 100%. I feel you on that. I feel on every founder or project creator who's building on their own. So I do it myself. I'm doing it myself as well. So
Okay.
know the pains, I know the hurdles, and I like
Yeah,
to
I
ask
mean,
the question.
you know what, MJ? The thing is, this thing with the doctoring, this is the thing for me. It's a little bit therapeutic, Once sometimes it frustrates a lot to sit all day long or some hours in front of your, and type code and check commits and so on. And then you go out and go to the clinic and people about some bullshit, and it's very therapeutic. Because the mind needs to rest.
Very true.
So I'm actually having the Telegram link posted so that our community as well can ask questions. And I posted a giveaway, guys. It's like $100. So if you want to ask questions, ask now, or else I'm gonna get that $100 myself. So
Okay.
come on, guys, ask questions. And we have 1,159 live viewers. So no one's gonna ask. So we have a comment here from Gojo. Yu-Gi-Oh! Also good for a strategic game. And some good morning. And this is a question from Tubsy, but it was already answered, I think. My question first will be, what brought the name as bait? Is it from chemistry? And of course, I'm gonna plug that. You go, Harley, and with a heart, red heart from Betty Boop. Thank you, Betty Boop,
Okay.
for the support. And yes, we have any other questions? I'm gonna check our Telegram. Let me see. And while I check, Taris, if if someone, guys, I'm thinking of having founders uh what's that again? Poker. Would you want to? Would you want to join the
That sounds
founder?
interesting.
Yes, like I'm gonna be streaming it, and whoever wins, whoever wins gives the prize to all the losers. No,
I mean,
we're going to
this is a cool thing, but I will probably lose.
we're going to structure the winners, or how will it be more fun, because that's where the fun is, and how will be the winner rewarded, and what will be the thing waiting for the losers. So we're gonna organize that. I just need your yeses so that I'll write it down right away. So Jack, are you down to do some poker this week?
Sure, let's do it.
Awesome. How about you, Nettle?
This week,
Yeah,
uh,
I know I'm gonna adjust on your time. So
okay, yeah,
all right, awesome. So for the founders listening out there or watching us, I'm going to announce that on my Twitter. Who all founders, for a poker night, just founders. Darius, are you down to do the moderation with me?
You just want me shoutcasting again.
Of course. Well, by the way, I have a request from Nedal earlier to review the white paper, but yeah, you know what I do with white papers. So Darius is actually good at reviewing, or going through white papers, and
yeah.
I
But this white paper needs to be revision because it has still some parts of the original DNA stuff.
yeah, and he's good at it. I mean, he's gonna give you the all of the feedback that you need.
Yeah,
It will help.
yeah. Hook me up with him. I'm
Yes.
intrigued to know what he thinks about it and get some feedback.
Yep. And I was
Sounds
checking.
good.
Mhm. Let me see if we have questions. Okay, so I don't know, guys, but yeah, if you don't want to ask, I'll be taking home the. Oh, maybe they're asking here on the comment. So, uh, some profiles are just shadow banned now. You know, I can see other comments. So, Nettle, for the, let's say, final, or not final, what is your message to your, or to the listeners, or what to the viewers right now, to like join me, or join us, for them to join us in the in building the acid base, or you know what could be your message? Oh my god, it's 6 a.m. I'm sorry, guys.
A message.
To the
Yeah, join us if you want. I mean, we would like to have more people uh, testing the alpha version. So follow us on Telegram and join us on Telegram, and let's see what we all can do with this. This is
um,
a message.
when is the
We
alpha?
will, we will definitely. Excuse me.
Is there any date, or is there any timeline?
I think toward. I mean, we'll probably need around 3 4 weeks with testing another 2 weeks. I mean, I guess end of May, mid of June
Is
for
there
the
a
front end.
uh-huh. Is there a
Excuse,
benefit
excuse me.
for is there a benefit for the like for the people who's gonna raise their hand, and yeah, I want to do the alpha, or I want to do the testing as well?
No, no. Just I mean, just help us. No, no, no extrinsic reward.
Okay.
Only intrinsic.
Oh, all right. I didn't understand
I
that, Tyrus.
mean,
Explain to me later.
I mean, is it a bad thing or?
Like the people here like airdrops, and
Yeah, I mean, I know people are used to be rewarded. I mean, our token, we can do something, but yeah.
All right. Well, Drac, are you, or I'm not gonna put you on spot, but what could be the possibility, or what could be the partnership? What's that again? The compatibility of acid base and draconian era. Is there anything, or just the co-marketing or AMAs? You know.
I believe if he gets the minds of artists who are good at designing stories or writing stories and stuff like that,
Mhm.
especially in the lore that we are following, we can have character imprints or the AI do the voiceover acting for those plays, or even write the storylines uh, instead of having asking the original author to write. Something like if the original author is charging me $100, his AI can maybe do it in $10, something like that. I'm looking at the money perspective wise, or or instead of hiring uh, the the person to do the voice acting, if his AI is already mind mapped with the information and the language and the correct barrier, I can use the mind maps that he has in the characters that I have already designed, and they can do that voiceover for them. Basically, yeah, that's the idea that I could come up with on the spot. you know, Something along those lines.
Wow, on the spot. So
I
I
mean,
wanna. Mm,
are you into stories and so on and theater or
No, I'm a game designer. I'm currently
okay,
building a RPG game, and in that
okay,
RPG game, I created 30 characters, and each character has its own storyline. So,
okay,
as I'm not a full indie developer, so I don't have like the funds and everything, right? So I have to look at a perspective to
okay,
see where I can save cost and save the ability to get the same amount of data and the same amount of quality at the lowest amount possible, right? So that AI, a lot of the stuff that I've designed, I have used AI for it and has helped me a lot in building the game up till now, 110%. So
which engine did you use? ChatGPT?
I use Unreal Engine 5, 5.3.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, the UI design is very solid, much more user friendly for a tech guy who has nothing to do with programming.
okay, okay, cool. So a game with 30 characters and you would like to have the voiceover and the acting and the storyline. Yeah, I mean, this is something which yeah can basically acid based do for you, but I think also other large language models can also do this easily by fine tuning. But yeah,
There's also a possibility of that, yes. Like I said, it was on the spot that I could think of.
mhm,
If something
yeah,
that we can integrate, that would be something I would look towards as a perspective.
yeah,
the business side.
I see.
So Taris, thank you so much for that track. That's awesome. I mean, on the spot, it's amazing. And Taris, are you there? Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you guys.
All right. So I want to ask you, if this acid base is gonna be live, what could be the best use case for you, like for yourself, for example, if you're gonna use it, what are you gonna use it for?
For me,
Mhm.
um, I would probably use it to talk to myself. Honestly, just to go back and forth because I'm an idea guy. So a lot of
Mhm.
what
Yeah,
I do is all ideas and like developing ideas and formulating them, whether it's like strategic moves for business or whether it's like ideas for a game or any number of things. So for me, being able to talk to myself, I would be able to help myself refine my own ideas. Um, as far as like a business use case, I could see it where you can sell it to creators, like voice actors, things like what Drac was saying, and then they would be able to utilize that to make their earnings more efficient. So while they're sleeping, they can have the AI do a voiceover of a scene or something like that. And then they could review it after to make sure it's accurate and correct, of course. But they would then no longer have to be awake to work and they can maximize their time of the day doing stuff. So like that's just some of the things I could think of for that.
That's
I
all.
mean, I have a direction just to. I mean, one of the features which will be a short-term feature is allowing two clones talking to each other, two personas. So this is cool. What would persona A would say to persona B, and vice versa. I mean, this is also a cool thing to see.
Oh, like a test. I mean, there's gonna be.
No, imagine like Tarish and MJ talking to each other, but not talking to each other because it's their digital clone, and then opening the conversation in the morning and seeing what my persona would say to his persona, and so on.
I believe
This is
that is a
cool.
very good idea, especially because of the fact that it would have no emotions attached to that model, so the
Yeah.
conversation would be absolutely realistic, on point. Like, even, let's just say, even a normal person who has a conversation for an hour gets sick and tired of it. I'm like, shut the hell up,
Mhm.
I don't want to speak to you
Yeah, yeah.
anymore. But having that AI persona, having a conversation on the topic for hours and hours, and being able to deploy an answer,
This is cool. I really
very
like. I mean, I
intriguing.
like this.
It's it's like, what if my Tyrus, it has no emotions, so you're safe. It's just friends, Tyrus, and then it's just that.
Okay.
Yeah, I've sworn off relationships, so
Well, it's
Okay.
funny because what if there's emotion and then you wake up the next morning, you have 10 girlfriends.
yeah, I don't know. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I mean,
He scared him off with that idea.
they hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, there's kind of glitch, and then the
Yeah,
next day.
imagine your persona making a proposal, a marriage proposal. I mean,
It
next
it
day,
disconnected me the moment you said that.
You're avoiding that. Oh my god. No, I mean, what if there's a glitch and then it proposed to your ex because that's the last message maybe that the the data that it catches, and the
Yeah,
data.
it would be on crack. No, she was a really good girl, actually. If there was anyone out of all of my relationships I would have married, it would have been the last one. And yeah, but anyway, it's a
Why
bunch
not
of other
get back to
craziness too.
her?
Because I don't
Because
go back.
who follow rules?
That's my rule. I've
Nah.
never worked for the same company twice. I'll never go with the same girl twice.
Why? Is that, do you have the same rule, Nettle and Jack?
Yeah,
No, I have a similar. I never rehire someone I hired.
Okay. What
Yeah,
if
but
they
I don't
fire
have a.
you?
It's a similar thing because it makes things messy. No.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
there's like it's like you have some residuals in the relationship that cannot
baggage
be removed.
comes with extreme baggage, and
Yeah,
about the personality of that person. It's very hard to give a reset as a human. It's a very hard, unless it's a
impossible,
machine.
impossible.
Yeah, but in a human, having a reset is extremely hard. You definitely have strings attached no matter what. And if anybody says they don't, they're lying. They're lying.
no.
Uh,
I
Absolutely
straight out.
agree.
That's not. Yeah, that's not possible. We are being
So
You need,
Harley,
Mhm.
Harley, how many boyfriends have you had?
I'm the
let it
host.
out.
I'm
No, no,
supposed to
no, no.
yes.
You don't get
I'm the
away with that.
co-host.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot. The serious ones?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and you got on us about that. Oh, well, yeah. Realistically, like, technically,
And I had the serious ones? Well, uh I have three exes. Yeah, that's all.
So that's
Okay.
serious. So what's flings? How many flings?
Well, I have
The look on her face.
I have some randomness. Sometimes I think, and then the next day, that's not me. Okay, that's not me. Like the next day, that's not me. Oh, they got
Don't
my
avoid
phone.
the
So that's
question. Don't avoid the
It's
question.
alcohol.
right. So, ah, let's see if we have questions from the. Oh, anyway. Oh, I remember it's 1 a.m. for you now, or earlier, so it's 2 a.m. So, yeah, we're not gonna take much of your time anymore. So, thank you so much for having fun with us, Nadal, and also Jack. Thank you so much for on the game, like really answering my questions, even the funny ones. So, thank you, Tyrus, as well for always co-hosting me whenever. So thank you so much to our live viewers, 1,351 million viewers. And yeah, join our community on Telegram. It's on the Acid Base bio. And yeah, if you have questions, just tag me on Telegram or on Twitter. And again, Nettle, thank you so much. And
Thank you guys for having me. Really cool guys here. Really cool topics. Many cool topics. We should do this again, definitely. Okay. And
we'll do this
yeah,
every
and
Monday.
sometime.
This is your slide on
Yeah,
my.
cool. Let's talk about some other general topics as well and some techie topics as well. This would be cool.
Yes.
So thank you. No, it's nice meeting you, MJ and Tarish.
Likewise, my friend. It was a nice pleasure speaking with you, and